Is Roosevelt Roberts live from his car. Roosevelt, how are you, man?
What's up? How you doing? I'm good.
I'm doing well. Where are you headed to? Just getting back from training or going to training, or where am I getting you today?
Well, I was coming back from training, but I'm on my way to a doctor appointment, so I gotta go get some things looked at, and then yeah.
Good stuff. Well, thanks for having me part of your pre-doctor's appointment there. You must have been happy to get this fight rebooked. I know there's been a bit of back and forth between the two of you. Were you happy to get this fight?
Yeah, I was happy to get the fight. Frevola, man, I'm just ready to put my hands on that guy. He keep calling me Rosie, so when I see him, I'm definitely gonna put my paws on him for sure.
Where did this all start? Is it because he fought your buddy Jalen Turner? Is that sort of where this started, or why do you have such an issue with it?
Well, that's where it started at. He fought Jalen. Jalen, that's my brother right there, man. I love that dude. We came up together, so I ain't like the way that fight played out. I called him out. We in the same weight class, So I want to get that back from my brother. But then after that, it started just to get a little more because he started to say things, and I started to say things. So now it's a little more in tune with myself too. Like we going back and forth on in there a little bit, little back and forth stuff, but nothing really too much to worry about.
I like it. It adds to the fight. I mean, it's good. It's nice
Yeah.
to, have two opponents who, want to beat the crap at each other. And by the way, I don't know if you remember this. The first interview you and I ever did was actually through Jalen. So I know how you guys are very close in terms of
Yeah.
being buddies and stuff. So it's cool to see you get this fight, get a little revenge here. Let's quickly talk about the last fight against Jim Miller. It sucks talking about a loss, but was it just sort of a simple mistake? How do you look back at that one?
Man, I felt amazing, man. I just felt like it was my time. I just felt like it was ready for me to take that next step, and I just made a mistake. Just made a mistake. And just made a mistake. I made a mistake on somebody that I could not make a mistake on, and that's it. And it's crazy because the whole time leading up to the fight, I only had like 2-3 weeks leading up to it, but the whole time I was leading up to it, I kept telling everybody like I cannot get caught up in thinking too fast and trying to hurry up and like rush things. I need to make sure that I'm on point, that I'm being smart, and I'm not working myself up if I get in a bad position. And I was in that bad position, and my mind was racing. I just wanted to fight and hit him so bad, and I just made a mistake, man. Like I trained jiu-jitsu, like I love jiu-jitsu. I'm a brown belt in jiu-jitsu, and I wear my brown belt like on my shoulder, like I love it, And it's all like for me to go in there and make a mistake like that in jiu-jitsu, like basic jiu-jitsu, and not really showcase what I can really do, man. It really ate me alive, and it still eat me right now. But we're gonna get this win with Favola, and call him out again. We're gonna make it happen.
Love it. How do you feel like you match up against Matt in this fight?
I think I match up good with him. I think it's gonna be a good fight. We both gonna come forward. I see in his first round every time he like to come in, come hard. Yeah, and I like to come in, come hard. I think we're gonna meet each other right in the middle, and we're gonna just start banging it.
How much did you lean on Jalen for the matchup? Just because he prepared for him already. Did you speak to him about the fight?
No, I didn't speak to him. I didn't speak to him much about the fight. I watched their fight. I remember their fight perfectly. I was mad. I was mad that day. I was watching it, and no, I already know what I got to do. I already know what I need to do. I'm just gonna go in there. I'm gonna handle business.
And you guys are kind of similar too. You guys are both really big lightweights, so Matt's gonna have to deal with that again in this fight, which is interesting. Tell me about camp. How did things go this time around? I know we still got a little bit of time, but who did you get to work with? Who have been some of your main training partners?
Well, right now, I'm just working with Chris McCarty. He's a D1 wrestler. Coming up. He's 1-0 as a pro or something like that. But he been helping me a lot. I'm working with Anthony Jimenez, which is one of my main training partners. He's ready for that big spot too, man. I'm waiting for him to get that call. Yeah, no, that was really pretty much it. But training camp been good. I just been trying to, when I got back, just taking it slow, getting back into it. Cause it's really with the Jim Miller thing. It wasn't really so much I was hurt, but it was more mental. Like I needed to find a way to shake that off of my chest. And I just feel like getting back in that grind and getting back in the gym, hitting pads, sparring, thinking about another fight. Like, I think that's what I needed to get my mind right, and I feel like I'm ready to go.
How's the weight cut going?
Weight cut going good. I'm in like my low 70s, so, I still got 2 more weeks before I even got to step on the scale. So, we're going to make it happen.
And who's going to be in your corner for this fight?
Going to be in my corner is my pops. Adam Rothweiler and Thomas Cronin, my jiu-jitsu coach. And that's just going. It's just the same people really, except for I'm adding my dad for this. So I told him I put him in for one. So I wanted to keep that promise. He always wanted the best for me. We had a crazy relationship growing up. And now that I made something of myself, I want him to be there while I'm doing it.
Good for you, man. That's awesome. Now, like I mentioned off the top, there is a bit of bad blood between the two of you. Like, how do you keep your emotions in check in a fight like that? Because I know you really want to beat him, but I think the biggest revenge would be getting that win, right? So, how do you have? Is that something you thought of like not getting caught up in the moment?
No, I think if he bring that side out of me, I think that would be good for me. Just like with Brock, I think I think Brock brought out a side of me that I've been trying to like push away, like hide in myself. That side that I grew up with, and it's like I think if I know for a fact when I see Frevola, that side's gonna come out. Because I'm all he's already talking crap on Instagram. We already talking crap back and forth. So it's all like I just need to let that go, let that side of me go, and now I feel like that's all I need to go in there and just put the pause in to make it happen.
Imagine you want to get another fight in this year if all goes well. I mean, even if it doesn't, but I'm sure you still want to get another fight in just to keep the momentum going.
Yeah, definitely. I actually got a guy I want to call out, but every time I fight, after a fight, I'm gonna call out a guy every time. I'm already looking for people. But I'm not gonna say it right now. I'm gonna wait till after I fight. But yeah, I want to get right back into it. Right after this fight, I'll get back into it November, December. Yeah, I mean, I just want to keep the train rolling. I know they want people fighting, and I'm ready to go. I mean, I'm ready to fight, ready to do it. This is what we live for. This is what I've been training my whole life for 7 years for. So now that the opportunity comes, man, all they gotta do is call me, and I'll show up.
One thing I don't think I've asked you about, and I commend you for it, you're not a big social media guy. Any particular reason for that, or is it just you want to just stay focused on the more important things? Like, I wish I could be like that because it's a big waste of time a lot of times.
Yeah, no, I'm just not so much into the scene, Like I like being the guy that's like in the back. You know what I'm trying to say? Like the guy that's in the back, but when it's time for him to show up, he's gonna show up. You know what I'm trying to say? But I don't really like having my face out like that. I don't really like having a lot of tension on me. That's just how I grew up. I grew up with my head down, like walking with my head, like just like always trying to be like low key, And I think that's just what it is now. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know social media is big for this sport, but I don't really care about that. I just want to get paid. I want to make a name for myself inside the ring, and that's it.
Can't wait for this fight. September 12th, UFC Fight Night. Roosevelt, always appreciate you taking the time, man. Just remind people where they can find you on social media, even though you're not a big guy on there, but the sponsors and stuff, I'm sure you got some people to thank. Yeah, I'll give you the last word.
You guys follow me at the Predator_Roberts if you want to, or my Facebook at Ro Roberts. I just want to thank you to all my managers, my training partners, and everybody that's out here supporting me, all my sponsors that support me. And everybody that just rock with me. I know I made a mistake my last fight. And I know, it was a big mistake, but I want you guys to stay with me, keep rocking with me, and we're going to make it happen.